What's up, people? Welcome to Riding on Ruby. Alright, well, there's a lot of stuff been going on lately, so I'll kind of fill you guys in on that as we ride along. Let's fire Ruby up. Haven't been on Ruby for a while. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today, so it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. So I want to get out and get back before it gets too hot. Because of course I have the full face helmet on and the mesh coat. So got a little story for you today. And I want to go for a little ride down to like one of these, kind of like a historic landmark in Meriden, and do a little bit of a video down there. Not sure if I'll have to cut anything out or maybe add like forward fast some of it, so it's not going to be like a 25-minute long video, because people don't want to watch that long apparently. So it rained pretty good last night, which we need, and it's going to be raining next week too, so so anyways, for part of that little story I was talking about, alright, let me pull this visor down. Alright, what do we got over here? Thank you. Alright, a little bit of stuff going on there. Alright, so hey, here's the story. I quit my job. Yep. So let's make a long story short. I was driving in one town for 34 years for one company, and then some incident came up what I had nothing to do with. I was even cleared in an investigation, but the company decided that no, let's just fire everybody because look good to whatever. So I ended up going to the second company, and I don't want to mention any names because, you know, YouTube might pull it down or copyright or whatever crap they could come up with, you know. So anyways, so we'll call that company number one and company number two. So company number one fired me after 34 years in that town. Didn't care nothing about the employees. So then I went to company number two, which you probably see in a lot of the videos that I did, like a ride to work video or whatever. And it was pretty good. I was there for 3 years, but we got a new manager, and then like the whole place fell apart. Like this manager just didn't know how to, you know, to take care of the drivers, wouldn't back them up. You know, it was more about making themselves look good to their bosses because they were new, and it was just horrible. And as a matter of fact, like 6 or 7 employees all left there and are going to the new company, which will be like number 3. So I ended up quitting there because this new company's coming in, because company number one was so horrible that they couldn't keep drivers and they couldn't get any more drivers. So they ended up losing the contract. So a new company, number 3, came in, all brand new buses. It's closer to home, and it was a town I drove in for 34 years, so it's like kind of coming home for that. And of course my 2 BFs, Kathy and Diane, you know, made me understand that if I stayed at number 2, it was going to be crazy because nobody was going to be there to drive. So I ended up going with the company number 3. I got my bus routes yesterday or Wednesday. Went out and ran them a few times in the car, and they, you know, seem pretty good. I'll do it again a couple more times next week because our first day of school will be September 1st. Road work ahead. Everywhere you go, road work, what the heck? Jeez. They're really good at digging it up, but not good at putting it back to good shape and paving it. Well, I'm going by my daughter's house, so I'm going to give her a little beep right here. So anyways, that was the story about that. So I'm hoping that things will go well. It's nice to be back where I was. So we'll see how that all plays out. Alright, we're almost at the destination. So I decided to, even though this video was kind of more about quitting and going to the new company, I want to kind of make this like a little, I don't know, let's say dedication to my beloved pet Forrest. He was a little puggle. We got him when he was a puppy, and we had him for 12 years. It was, you know, helped me get through after my wife died in 2019. You know, because I still had to come home and I had to take care of him and everything. Alright, I'm going to be pulling in over here. So, this is a place where we came with him a lot. He liked to go for walks. So, we'll do a little story over here. I don't really see any areas with shade. So we'll stop here. Come on, Neutral. Alright, so here we are. So let's open this. So I gotta have a little air. So this right here is Hanover Pond. We used to come fishing here a lot, and wow, looks like they really cleaned it up pretty good. This GoPro better still be working. Yeah, looks like you could get some good fishing in down over here. That's where we used to go. Alright, so anyways, I didn't really want to park over here in this other area because it's just all rock and gravel. I don't even like to bring my car in there, but you know, it's a nice little place down here. This is Hanover Pond, South Meriden. That building straight ahead used to be animal shelter for the longest time, and this whole area, all this area was kind of like this. It was just you know, wasn't used or nothing. And then down here is like our kind of like a landmark, a red bridge. When I was a kid back in the, you know, 70s and stuff, this was like a big party place. People would come down here. They had a little dirt walking path along the side of the river, so you know, go down there to get a good fishing spot. There's like trout, a lot of trout in that river over there, so you get some of that. And of course, you know, partying in the woods and all that stuff. So we're going to take a little walk over here and show you Red Bridge. And then I'm going to probably pop some pictures in of my dog Forrest. He used to love to dress up for Halloween. And I got to find some of these pictures, but I have like maybe 6 or 7 that I was able to find. And you know, my good BFF Kathy bought me a 2 terabyte flash drive, so I've been trying to clean off a lot of stuff from my iPad, which I use to do the videos and edit. And it's getting kind of close to that 128 gig memory, so they could be on there. Don't mind me huffing and puffing because my allergy kicks in, and then it starts to give me like asthma issues. I have like nighttime asthma. I wake up in the middle of the night, can't breathe. But it's all because of allergies. Alright, so here we are. Huffing and puffing. Whew. Okay. So this right here, this little walking path, used to just be a little dirt path that people would go down, some dirt bikes and stuff like that. Alright, here's Red Bridge. You know, and back in the day, I guess there used to be a regular bridge, and then they built this new one on the left. But when I was a kid, it was all pretty crappy already. So this town decided, hey, why don't we restore this place? So they came in, they painted it, they put down a new floor, or whatever this is, you know, road, decking. So a lot of people come down here and fish. It's a nice place to hang out, you know, get a kayak or something, you know, nice little area. I don't know, I was lazy. I didn't feel like Googling, you know, Red Bridge in South Meriden. So they ended up converting this into a linear trail that you could see there. And we used to come down here on my dog Forrest a lot. We used to come down on our bikes too, and we'd ride our bikes. There's some guidelines. And we'd ride down here. This is like a 2.5 mile trail, and it goes into the next town. And it's really nice, really nice. It follows along the river. Some spots it's closer, you can see it better. Just a really nice place. But Forrest used to love to come down here. One time he got scared by another dog and ran. Oh my God, I had to run probably, well, that thing's like 2.5 miles long. So it was probably like a 1/4 mile to chase him before he got down here in this area, so he'd run out in the road. Luckily, I was able to get him and get his harness back on. So he just loved coming down here. So like I said, I'm going to pop in some pictures of him so you could see how cute he was and how he liked to dress up. I think one of my favorite pictures is him as a vampire, because he kind of had almost like a little growl lifting up his lip. So it almost looked like, you know, he had vampire teeth. I don't know where that one ended up either. So they got to be around somewhere, but I'm just going to use the pictures that are still on the iPad. So anyways, you know, he just loved coming down here, and it was nice, you know. Over here where we parked in this parking lot, there's also the other part of the linear trail, and that skirts all around this big lake over here. I don't know how long that one is, but you know, as you can see, there's quite a bit of people out here on the trail, because with all those cars in the lot, people got to be in the trail already. So it's not a bad place. And this used to be a humane society, and now it's a regional environmental education center, whatever that means. Quinnipiac River Watershed Association. Conservation, recreation, wow, all that good stuff that wasn't there years and years ago. Like I said, it was a good partying place. If you go down the street straight ahead, there's a technical high school and the regular high school after that. So back in the day, this was a popular area to hang out. Alright people, I'm going to be huffing and puffing too much. You guys are going to get sick of hearing me. So I think this video is probably about 15 or 20 minutes. So I think I'm going to end it here. Go home and start uploading it and editing it and get those pictures in for you and everything. So as usual people, hope you're all safe, having a happy, healthy, wonderful, beautiful day. And hope you're out riding and enjoying every minute you can. And until the next video, peace out people.